BeDoKnit podcast. My name is Amy Olson, and this is my podcast where I talk about what I'm knitting, what I'm planning to knit, and anything else that I might find interesting to a knitter. So, first things first, I just got back from a vacation with Gina. So we had such a blast. We went up to the North Shore of Lake Superior. So if you don't know where that is, you know, Minnesota is a state that's shaped like this. And we kind of went up. Once you get to Duluth, Minnesota, it kind of like follow the North Shore all the way up to Grand Marais and Grand Portage before you get to Canada. So we had a blast. We stayed in Lutzen, Minnesota, which is where my husband and I got married. At Lutzen Resort, which now that building has burned to the ground, so they're rebuilding currently. That was very sad when that happened, but we'll see what the future brings. There's probably going to be a better lodge and Lutzen Resort coming in the future. We will see about that. But we stayed at a private cabin. I think we booked it on Airbnb. And it was really nice. I will put up some videos and photos of that cabin. Gina found it and she nailed it. That cabin it was right on the lake. And so we had this, wow, it just started pouring rain outside. Good thing we walked those dogs a half hour ago. So it was right on the lake, and if you're going up, you're on Highway 61, and so there's like the inland side and then the lake side, and it was on the lake side, and we were right on the lake. So we really lucked out with the location and just her finding a spot very last minute for the 4th of July week. We went Sunday to Wednesday, and it was just awesome. So we drove up there, went out to eat a couple times, right on Lake Superior at a place called the Angry Trout in Grand Marais. And then we kind of bopped around to a couple of stores up there. My favorite is Upstate MN, and I have purchased many an item there for myself or people that I love. It's a great little curated gift shop that I've talked about, I'm sure, on here before. But this little bowl, I didn't buy this time, but this little bowl is so perfect. I'm bringing it up here because it is the perfect little stitch marker bowl. So I just had some stitch markers in there before I came up here to shoot. So yeah, this is a little gem. And then I have another one that I really like too, and it's a little bit lower, I'd say, and wider. So these are the two. So you can kind of see, like, one's, I don't know if that's an inch thick, like height-wise, and the other one is more like a 1/2 inch. But this one's wider, and this one's a little deeper, this one. So this one's really great for stitch markers. This one is too. It's just a little wider, and sorry, that might be a little dusty. But these are really great. I think they're made in California by someone who, it's kind of the sustainable, you could read about it on the website, Upstate MN, upstatemn.com. But anyway, Christopher is a lovely human being. He owns that shop, and yeah, these are like some of my favorite items. I just love these. And you could put it next to your kitchen sink if you want to like put your rings in it while you're doing dishes, or put it by your bedside if you take your rings off at night before you go to bed. I have some holding, I think this one, I just dumped it out, but is holding earrings and maybe barrettes on my dresser. And then this one is holding the stitch markers. So I could use them both for knitting too, to put different things in. But anyway, we stopped in there, and I bought a red dress. I walked through the door, and he was unpacking this red dress, and he was just like holding it out like, this is your dress. And if you've been watching this podcast, you know I love red. So it's perfect. That red dress. Ugh. And I'm always looking for a red dress for work because we have these events where, you know, the place I work, the company color is red, so some of you might be able to guess it. But anyway, I, you know, sometimes need to wear red at work, but red is also my favorite color, so it just so happens to work out. But that red dress is going to come handy soon. So that was a really fun little jaunt into that shop, and then we did some hiking, and I don't know, we sat around. One day it rained, so Gina played solitaire and I knit, and she did some crocheting and she did some other things, but she wound up playing some more solitaire, I think. So anyway, I will pop up a video of Gina and I at the cabin and her working on her little, I think she was working on a trivet or something. And I did a little bit of filming on that. So I'll show you that. I have a couple of FOs to share with you and a WIP. And then I also need to announce the winner of the Sock KAL. So that's all coming up in today's episode. Hi, this is Amy from BeDoKnit, and I am on vacation with Gina, and we are just about to head out and do some shopping in Grand Marais and do some hiking up at the border of Canada and Minnesota. We are staying at this cute little cabin in Lutzen, Minnesota, and it is gorgeous here. I need to go outside and show you this place. It's incredible. I'm trying to decide if we're gonna film from this place or if I just do it when I get home, but I have to show you this gorgeousness that is outside. So I'll take you with me right now. We got a crocheter down here.
Hey YouTube world.
And she is crocheting a trivet from Erica Knight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Erica Knight
Better
book.
memory than me.
The Erica Knight book that she talked about in episode number 1, the pilot episode. So she got out the Erica Knight pattern again and is making a trivet. Right?
I love those things. Yes.
She loves those things. So I will show you.
And I was feeling really rusty, but now it's coming together.
Yeah, so
I don't know
is...
if you can see it because my hands might be in the way. How about this? No. How about against the lake?
Maybe bring it closer.
Oh yeah. Like, how about over here? How does this look? Can you see it now? Oh my.
Yeah, right there, puppy.
But my arm is still in the way, but
ooh, yeah, it looks good against the lake.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is it. Maybe hold it super close up once.
Okay.
There. Yeah, so pretty. So what's that one called?
This is the ice crystal table mat, actually, but they're trivets basically.
Okay, so it's the ice crystal table mat.
Yeah.
Trivet.
I think she
type
likes to
thing.
refer to them as table mats, you know, like put
Yeah.
a cup of coffee on it or whatever.
And you're gonna put what on it?
I use them for like my plants or like, you know how sometimes
Coffee pot?
Yeah, like when you try to pull out your coffee pot and it goes bump, 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 bump. Like you can't pull it out. So I have it sitting on one of these and I just pull it and it just comes
Slides right out.
There you go. Thank you. And I have them sitting on my peninsula in my kitchen. So if I'm just having like a quick breakfast, I just set them on like a plate or a small bowl on them, like a placemat, really.
Right.
It just feels good, you know, kind of cozy and homey.
Yeah.
So kind of makes the breakfast better, actually, somehow.
If you have a cute cup on top of a cute trivet.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
It's just cuteness galore, and it just feels good to be that way sometimes. So, and I've given quite a few as gifts. So maybe if I really get back into it, I'll be doing that more. So yeah.
Okay. So that's
like
that.
A gigantic coaster, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So she's making those. I am working on my Shelley Summer top. The Shelley Summer top, I was first inspired to make it when I saw Chelsea Yarns making
I think it's Christina from Chelsea Yarns making herself one. It is gorgeous. It looks like a shell pattern, doesn't it? On that material, it's like
The shirt.
the way it kind of, the knit twos together and the yarn overs and everything, it kind of creates these like shells.
Oh, it looks like a clam shell almost.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm excited. We're gonna go hiking. We're gonna go shopping in Grand Marais, and
Get
maybe
coffee.
we'll film tomorrow.
Tell
It's
them where
so
we're
nice.
going.
Look at this.
I'm gonna say it wrong.
Look at that.
So tell them the name of the coffee shop.
We're gonna go to Java Moose.
No, the other one that I can't pronounce right.
Oh, Fika. We're gonna go to Fika coffee
I always say
shop.
Fika.
Yeah, she says Fika.
I'm Italian.
So, Fika in Norwegian means an afternoon coffee and a sweet with a friend. Perfect.
How do you think? Why don't we?
One word.
We need more names
One
like that for things
word.
that we can't express that are just.
One word in Norwegian means all that. Afternoon coffee and a sweet with a friend.
Brilliant.
Nailed it.
No
That's
wonder
what we're
why
doing.
they're so wonderful and happy over there. We need
So we need some Fika in our life, and we are going to go hiking. We're going to go shopping. We're definitely going to Upstate MN. Right? And last night we got these cute pottery mugs, which I will have to show you.
Yeah, we gotta
So
showcase
cute.
those. Gotta get the name of the potter.
Yes, and I bought these earrings at Groundswell before we left St. Paul. I mean, I was into it. I don't even know if you can see that, but anyway.
Yeah,
On vacay. So here we go.
we're doing it. We'll see you later.
Toodles. Bye.
So first things first. Finished object number 1. The Sock KAL. So this might not seem like a finished object because these do not match, but I was designing as I went. And at first, when I made this one, I was a little unsure if I wanted the stripes to be this big. And so I think I did 25 rows. I cast on 64 stitches. And then I did a 2x2 rib on this cuff. And then from there, I did rows of 12. I did 12 rows of one color before switching to the next. And this is Undercover Otter yarn in the yellow. And then these 3 colors are from a Homespun House speckled yarn. Indie colorway, Dancing in the Street, Pajama Party, the purple one. So those are the 3, and then, so I did 12 rows, 12 rows, 12 rows. Then I did the heel flap and gusset. This is 12 rows here, and then back to 12, 12, 12, until you get to the toe. And then I did my decreases in the contrasting color of yellow. So I liked it, but I wasn't totally 100% sold on it. And so I went back and I was like, okay, maybe I'll do thinner stripes. But then as you can see, it's kind of hard to see, especially that pink stripe, because it's speckled yarn. And maybe I don't care. So what I'm going to call this little pair of socks, because to me it's a pair. I'm just going to wear it like this. Maybe I'll go back and make another, either rip this one back and make another one of these, because I wound up liking this one better. Tell me in the comments, which one do you like better? And I think if I did this again, I think I did 12. I think I did 12 rounds of the one, this color, and then 2 rounds of the contrast color. 12, 2, 12, 2. But I think if I did it again, maybe I'd do 10, 3 or 10, 4. Just to get a little bit more of a stripe on that. What do you think? I think it's 2. These stripes are too light, too fair. Like it needs a thicker stripe. I don't know, what do you think? So anyway, I like these better. They are wild and colorful, but that is kind of the era I'm in right now. I'm really loving color. So these are my socks. These are my finished socks. So I am going to take a break for 1 minute because I just realized I need to go look at the Sock KAL to pick a winner. So hang tight. And now it is time to announce the winner of the Sock KAL. And actually I'm going to do this live. So if you get a bot, if somebody on our chat thread for this podcast episode If they say that you won, you didn't. Only I will announce the winner. So I know sometimes there's bots that tell people like you won and you didn't win. So if I don't say your name right now, either your Ravelry or Instagram handle, you did not win. So I am doing this live right now. I have this wood bowl and a dice because there were only 6 people in the KAL. So 4 people on Ravelry and then 2. Yes, and then 2 on Instagram. So some people posted in both places and I didn't double up. And also if you made 2 pairs of socks, I didn't double up either. It's just 1 entry per person. So here's the dice. I'm rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it. Number 6. So the way I numbered it was 1 through 4 in Ravelry and then 5, 6 in Instagram. So this is number 6, and that is Sweet Welly and Joe. Sweet Welly and Joe. I'll put it up here on the screen. So congratulations, you won the book. Send me on Instagram, since that's where you posted it, the hashtag. Send me your mailing information and your name, and I will get that out in the mail to you. Congrats! I'm so excited. So for those that don't remember, I'll get the book. So if you forgot, I accidentally ordered 2 of the book's 52 Weeks of Socks. So this is volume 2 of the Lina Publishing 52 Weeks of Socks. So there's lace work, color work, all that business. And I accidentally ordered 2. I ordered 1 for myself and then I waited like a month. It was a pre-order and I forgot I pre-ordered. So I ordered another one. It happens. So anyway, I decided to do this sock KAL because I don't make many socks. And then if you didn't know, there's 2 of these. So that was volume 2 and that's the one I'm going to be sending to Sweet Willie and Joe. And then this was volume 1, 52 Weeks of Socks from Lina Publishing. And there's the back of that one. So yeah, 52 sock patterns in each book. So that should keep somebody busy. I hope you all had fun, regardless of whether or not you won. I certainly had fun because I was kind of designing a pair of socks as I went. And I mean, once you've made some socks, I feel like you can design them. Or you can give it a whirl on your own, like change up a pattern, either modify a pattern or just go ahead and design one. But yeah, these I kind of played around, as I said, and I think I wound up with liking this one better. But who knows, maybe I'll change it again if I make another pair. But anyway, it's kind of all trial and error, and we love knitting, so we don't mind, right? Can I get it right? And so that was my first finished object. Congrats to Sweet Willie and Joe. My second finished object is the one I'm wearing. So this top, this is the Shelley Summer top. And this is a pattern it's designed by Nancy Ritchie. So you can make a longer version or a cropped version. You can make it in one color or several colors, like a multicolor. And here's a image of the designer wearing it. I believe it's the designer. So you can see she's got a cropped version, and then a multicolor in the middle, and a longer version on these last 2. So mine kind of turned out a little, it's not cropped. I guess my belly button is like right here. So it's not cropped. I could wear this over jeans, but the way it's sitting on my waist, I kind of like it over a skirt. So that's what I'm doing today. I have this little dress on that I'm wearing it over. And there's a couple of dresses that I have that would look good with this top. So yeah, this is leftover yarn, knitting for Olive in the dark ochre cotton merino, and that I used for Gina's tee. And yeah, it's a nice lace pattern for summer, and it's It's a little bit fitted. I didn't take the measurements after I blocked, but pre-blocking, I think it was like 18 inches and it was supposed to be 20. So my gauge was a little off, but I kept thinking that I was using cotton yarn and it was going to grow after blocking, but I forgot this is cotton merino. So it wasn't going to grow that much. So maybe it'll stretch a little, but probably not very much. It really kind of went back to what it was. So I'd be surprised if it wasn't still 18. So it's okay at this. Let's see, what is that? 18, that's 36 inches. It was kind of, the size was, I think it's medium large. And so between a 36 inch bust and a 38 or something like that. But there's maybe an inch or two of ease. I don't know. But anyway, so maybe it did wind up being 40 inches wide, or at the bust measurement. So I love this thing. I am so excited. It's fresh off the needles as of this morning. I sat in my porch and finished it. I worked on it a lot on the way up and back from the North Shore with Gina. I worked on it while we were there at the cabin. You knit it in pieces. So first, you do one side and then the other, and they're exactly the same. And then you just seam the shoulders and seam the side seams. And I think I kind of nailed it with the room under the arm, the neck width. Yeah, I feel very happy with how it turned out. I put it on this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a perfect fit. Sometimes you don't know. I mean, you could try it on as you go, usually if you're doing top down in the round. But because this was knit in pieces, I didn't totally know until I did those side shoulder seams and then put it over my head. Like, does the head, do I need more or less room? And I did put 4 more stitches on each side because I didn't need that much neck space as I had initially. I think you were supposed to have 10 inches. The suggestion was like 10 inches for the head, like leave a 10-inch neck opening on one side, so 20 in total. And I think I did like 9 inches because I thought the garment would grow when I was blocking. But then I don't know. I should just take it off and measure it quick. So but and I was going to weigh it. But I'll put that in my Ravelry. How about that? I'll put it in my Ravelry, my finished measurements, and how much the garment weighs with this yarn. And just to determine how much of the leftover balls of yarn of the Knitting for Olive cotton merino that I actually used. So I'll put that in my Ravelry. And I'm BeDoKnit in Ravelry as well. So BeDoKnit on Instagram, BeDoKnit on Ravelry. So yeah, that's this. I'm so thrilled. I love it. I can see myself wearing this with high-waisted jeans, skirts, shorts. I mean, just overdress. Yeah, I just think this is going to be a staple. It's really great, and I love this color. I was wearing like this jean jumper thing on the North Shore, and I was knitting this on the beach. I'll put that photo up here too. But I love jean with this color. It's like this Carhartt color, like this mustardy Carhartt color, and I love it so much. So I know I've said that a million times. So yeah, I'm super thrilled with this. There was a viewer, and I'm blanking on your name right now, but I'll look in the comments, that was also going to make the Shelley Summer top. Did you make it? I would love to know. And what did you get the yarn from Chelsea Yarns? Because we were both admiring, I think it's Christina from Chelsea Yarns. We were admiring hers in her yarn. And I wonder if you made it. Tell me in the comments. And second of all, I went over 500 subscribers on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, it is just such a joy and a pleasure to do this. And I just want to say thank you so much to the subscribers and the viewers. If you're watching this, thank you. But yeah, I got to, I think it was 500. Ooh, now it's 617. So thank you so much for subscribing. And for those that don't know what subscribing means, basically it just means you're kind of supporting the channel, but it also means that when you open up YouTube, if I've released a new video, it'll be on your left-hand navigation. So you'll always know when I release a new video so you can watch it. And it just kind of helps the channel. It helps get my channel in the algorithm in YouTube. So thank you so much. 617, I can't believe it, subscribers. So, and I have 32 videos. So if you are just joining, you want to go back and watch Vlogmas videos from last Christmas. I talk a lot about Christmas knitting and things like that. So check it out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. So the other thing that I was going to talk about knit-wise, I had a languishing WIP. I'm talking, I don't know, maybe since 2008, 2012. I have no idea, but it's not knitting, it's crochet. So when Gina and I went up north, I was like, do I have any crochet projects? Because Gina likes to crochet, and we both brought our half and half triangle wraps. I did a little bit of knitting on that on the way up because Gina drove, and I did not get very far on that. But when we got to the cabin, I started working on this. So these, I had all these granny squares, and they were just like separate granny squares, okay? And they had been sitting in this bin in my kind of yarn yoga room, whatever. And I just kept looking at them, and it's made with like love yarns. Like, you know, I was going to make an Afghan or something. And so it's kind of acrylic yarn, I'm pretty sure. And I love this color, of course, because I love red. But these are popcorn granny squares. So Gina taught me how to crochet back in, I don't know if it was 2008, 2012. After that much time, who even knows? Am I right? But as you can see, I need to weave in the ends. They're kind of all over the place. But I remember knitting this on the train going from St. Paul to Minneapolis to work. But anyway, Gina taught me how to crochet. And these are popcorn granny squares. They kind of see how they puff out right here, these little puffies. So those are called, yeah, it's called a popcorn granny square. And I just had so much fun making these, and I loved the color. So I decided to make a pillowcase cover. So I have this pillow. I have this case on it right now that's just too big. So I'll fold this over. I want to be able to open it up and be able to clean the case and clean the pillow and whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll put this over it, make another 9 squares to cover it. Maybe I'll put a bigger pillow in here. It seems like this could stretch and go over a bigger area. I might do that. But then I thought I would just leave maybe a section, like maybe just the bottom, like 1 square open, so I could pull out the pillow to clean it. If anybody has any ideas on any other closure technique, let me know. But I just thought about like sewing around the entire thing and then leaving, you know, 1 square's worth of an opening to just like pull it out and clean it. So that's what I was planning on doing. But anywho, enough about the pillow. I did learn early on, last Christmas, I made my boss a pillow, a knitted pillow covering, and I put it over a white pillow, and you could see the red, or no, you could see the white pillow behind the red yarn. I mean, ridiculous. Of course you could do that. And so I ordered these red pillow covers to put over the pillow so that when you put the red knit, you know, or crochet over it, then you can't see this white pillow in the background because obviously it's going to stretch across the pillow. So that just makes a lot more sense. So that is happening. And I had to figure out the reason I didn't finish this and didn't work on it for so long. P.S. I love these colors together. Love mustard and red together. Oh my gosh. These are my colors, okay? I didn't know how to join the squares, the granny squares. Have any of you gotten stuck on making something because you can't figure out or you just don't know how to do the next step? And I knew I could just watch a YouTube video and figure it out, but I just got stalled. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos. I watched Arnie and Carlos, how to join their granny squares, but it was specific. Like they had, like I have a chain. I have these 3 treble, I don't know what you call them, but anyway, either double crochet or trebles, or I can't remember what it is, but there were 3 of them. So there's just an opportunity to go between each of them and then through the bigger hole section, right? And they have 4 of those. You know, there were 4 of these like little sections like that. The treble section. I don't know if that's what it's called. So it didn't totally, their methodology didn't make sense. And I tried to just do it. I think they were going every other, you do this one technique. And I tried to do every other. Then I tried to do 1 and then 2 of the same. And then go back to that first one. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but the way they were, it was like single crochet and then single crochet with a chain 1 or chain 3 or something like that. Anyway, it did not make sense for this particular thing. So what I wound up doing to join them, and it's not perfect, like you can see, it's like, it's just a seam right there. But what I wound up doing is I did a single crochet into one of the squares. So like if you're looking at this square, like I would take this corner and do a single crochet through the corner. And then I go to the next opening I would do a single crochet in the corner, go across to the next square, like pull in another square, do a single crochet in that one, and then move over. Single crochet in one square, single crochet in the top square, and then go over. And so I just did that, and it created this little seam. And now Gina's like, I'm just gonna do that with mine too, because it's fine. It worked out fine. Are the corners perfect? One of them is a little weird, but the other ones worked out okay. So yeah, that's what I did. If this was not a solid color, I probably would have taken a little extra care, because even if there's a mistake, you can't totally see it in terms of like it looking very tidy and very neat on the corners. So I'm not saying this is the best method and that you should use it, but this is what I did, and good enough for now. If any of you know of a good way to join granny squares, please tell me in the comments below, because I would love to have a link to a good video that talks about joining granny squares. Because you know what? This is a pillow. I could do this joining on this side, and when I make the other 9 squares, I could do a different joining and practice. So I'm fine with this just being a practice round. And then after I was done joining all those squares, I just did a single crochet edge around the entire thing. And then depending on how big the pillow is, I put this on. Maybe I do a couple more rounds of edge stitches. Or edge single crochet chain stitches. So yeah, that is my work in progress on the pillow. And then I was watching Casey's podcast, Young Folk Knits, and she showed this color of yarn from the Wandering Flock, and she's making a ranunculus with it, and I just went right online and ordered them because it's yellow, and I'm obsessed with yellow right now. And it is the colorway Citrine, or Citron. Citron? Not sure. But a Wandering Flock in this color for a ranunculus. I already have one ranunculus, but this would be a summer version, maybe even short sleeve. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cast this on a little later though, because I need to keep going on my book club cardigan. So I did make a little more progress. Unfortunately, I'm in the middle of a row, so you can't totally see. But here is my book club cardigan progress. I made a tiny bit of progress since the last time. Not much at all, but This thing is so fun and addicting. It is seriously the softest. This is going to be the softest, squishiest cardigan that I've ever made. Oh, these cables are so fun. And it's like seed stitch, different kinds of cables. Oh my gosh, it is such a hoot to make this. So I'm excited to keep going on this. The Book Club KAL thread on Instagram, we have this group of over 150 people in this KAL, and it goes until August 10th, from June 1st to August 10th. And so I've got time. Now that I've finished this tee, or tank, kind of vest type thing, and I have finished my socks for the Sock KAL, I can just go blazing on this thing. I mean, I'm so excited to get going on this because this is really fun to make too. So this is yarn from, what is it called again? Something Barn Yarns. Wild Barn yarn held with Esayer mohair. So I talked about it in the last episode, but this is Wild Barn yarn, and I got it when I was at the Sheep and Wool Festival here in Minnesota, and then held with Esayer mohair. And this soft silk Esayer mohair. This mohair is dreamy. What is the color on this? It is EO. That's the colorway. So, the EO colorway. Very pretty white. Kind of this off-white cardigan. I'm so excited. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say about this KAL. I'll put up, the details, but it is, like I said, running from June 1st to August 10th. And it is so fun to see the yarn everybody is choosing. And, I've talked about this before, but it is so fun. The thread, so many people have done, like the way that the cardigan joins, it's a little bit off, like the cable is off, and these brilliant knitters out there, like one of them came up with a cable that goes over that seam, so there's another cable, kind of like a cable seam. Another one figured out how to line up the cable better so it's not, it's not going like this on the seam, it's like meeting up. These people are brilliant, like all these knitters, and everybody's so helpful, and they are like, oh, I'll put the notes on my Ravelry so you can check it out. And so, yeah, super fun to be in a KAL with that many people and that many experienced knitters who have these solutions so that you can change yours up, to be kind of, to customize and modify it to the way you want. So that is very fun. And I met so many people, and I can't totally keep up with all. I mean, there's sometimes it's just constant chatter in that thread, and I can't totally keep up all the time, but whenever I jump over there, I'm just so inspired. I kind of scroll back and look through all the comments, and it is incredible. So one of the people putting it on is Sarah from Two Pearls in a Pod, and I love her podcast. And then there's Enzo Knit and Nestled in Knits. And these are Instagram handles, okay? So I think Sarah from Two Pearls in a Pod is Sig Knits on Instagram. And then there's Enzo Knits and then Nestled in Knits. Anyway, those are the three putting on the KAL. They have some great prizes, and I'm really excited to just get going on the cardigan again. It's going to be such a staple in my wardrobe, I think. And it'll be really fun. If I decide to go to Rhinebeck, I'm still totally undecided. I don't know. But if I decide to go, it would be fun to wear that cardigan to Rhinebeck. It is white. I'm a little nervous about having a white cardigan, but you know what? It's just yarn. I can make another one if it gets stained or ruined or whatever. It's just yarn and time. And I love knitting, so I can make another one. I wouldn't mind having one in kind of like this chestnut brown I've seen people making. There was one in this chartreuse color like this. Oh my goodness. If you want to check out those works in progress in that cardigan in different colors, go on to Ravelry and just search for that cardigan in the project page, because I'm sure people are posting photos to their project page. or on Instagram, just do hashtag, look up the hashtag to see everyone's cardigans. And I think it is hashtag Book Club Cardigan. Yeah, hashtag Book Club Cardigan. So here it is. This is the designer wearing the cardigan. So pretty. I'm very excited. I've never done pockets on a knitted garment. So that is one thing I'm really looking forward to learning about in this pattern. Like, it's so fun to make a pattern where you are learning something new. You know, these lace patterns have been so fun because I don't make a lot of lace patterns. And then to figure out that pocket and the double knitted button band. I've done a double knitted band, but I don't think it had pocket. I don't think it had buttonholes or buttons on it. I think one of the pieces I made from Wallin the Gang was a double knitted button band. So I remember it taking a while. I will say that. But so exciting. So that is coming. And yeah, I mean, the Book Club Cardigan. Being in a KAL is so fun. So yeah, that is happening. And then the last thing before I hop off of here, because my husband and I are going to go have a date day. I think we're going to go try to learn how to play Pickle Ball. Like today, it's just going to be about hitting the ball over the net. Because we kind of have a break in the rain. We're going to have 4 days of rain in the forecast. And so we got to get out there if we're going to. It did rain while I was podcasting. So hopefully now it's over for the evening. We'll see. But yeah, we bought these pickleball rackets at Target. And we're going to go learn how to. We're both tennis players, so I think we'll be okay. But it's a different kind of racket and a different, lines in the court and everything. So I'm sure we'll have a great time. It'll be fun. Or maybe we'll ride bikes now that it rained. Who knows? But before I go, my parents are having their 60th wedding anniversary. I know. 60 years. How can that even be? But they are. I'm the youngest of 5 kids. And I got these cups. So last year when I went to go visit them, they had gotten some peaches from California that, were like dropped off somewhere in Wisconsin, in Bayfield, Wisconsin. And we went and got these peaches and they were so delicious. So I ordered from Staircase Ceramics. I saw she was doing this line of fruit pottery. Look at these cups. Oh my gosh. So Staircase Ceramics. She's so good. I first saw Staircase Ceramics on Molly's Instagram for a homespun house. And here's a QR code maybe if you want to check her out. Ooh, if I can get it to focus. Come on. There we go. Yeah. She has really great pottery. And I am getting another one that's like a garden ghost mug. Oh my gosh. It's going to be so cute. This is my favorite. I got it from my dad, but now I really want it myself. It's just the perfect size, I love blueberries. Big. It's like really wide. I love this thing and the handle is perfect. Ugh. I have dragon sickness. I want to keep it for myself. But then I got myself this orange one. And it's very cute. But the one thing about the orange one is it doesn't have anything on the back. Probably because the design goes all the way to the top. And if you're trying to sip on pottery that had like a design, you might be dribbling. I don't know. So anyway, it doesn't have anything on the back. But these do. These have it all the way around. So cute. Anyway, I'm very excited to give those to them for their 60th, and we're going to take a cruise up and down the St. Croix River, I think. We'll see. Might be like a little family, just the kids and them and us. But yeah, that's going to be super fun. So, anywho, I hope you're all enjoying your summer and that you are enjoying your knitting, whatever you're working on. Tell me what you're working on. And maybe, I don't know, maybe use the hashtag BeDoKnit podcast or something. If you want me to see what you're working on Instagram, that could be kind of fun. Otherwise, I will see you next time, and congrats once again to our winner, Sweet Welly and Joe, J-O at the end. Congratulations on 52 weeks of socks. That will be in the mail very soon. Take care. Until next time. Bye.
See.